What if one day you were on vacation and suddenly you felt like someone was watching you? What if your fear grew so intense that you ran for your life, only to vanish without a trace? This is the chilling true story of Lars Mittink, a man who went on a trip with friends but never came home. What really happened that day? Was he running from something or someone? Stay tuned, because this mystery will leave you speechless. Before we continue, let me introduce myself. I'm Riadi. Don't forget to subscribe, because every week I'll be uploading 1, 2, or even 3 terrifying and bizarre true stories. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out, and share this video to help more people stay alert in any situation. Get cozy, grab a warm seat, and don't forget your coffee and favorite snacks. If you're ready, let's dive into this chilling true story for today's episode. Lars Mittink was a 28-year-old German man who loved traveling and adventure. Described as an easygoing and friendly person, he worked as an engineer and had a stable life. In 2014, Lars and his friends decided to go on a vacation to Golden Sands, a popular beach destination in Bulgaria. It was supposed to be a fun and relaxing trip, but it turned into one of the most bizarre and terrifying disappearances in history. One night during the trip, Lars got into a fight with some locals, allegedly over a dispute about football. The altercation was not severe, but he suffered an injury to his left ear. A doctor diagnosed him with a perforated eardrum and advised him not to fly until it healed. His friends, who had returned tickets, had to leave Bulgaria, but Lars chose to stay behind alone until he recovered. That was the last time they saw him. Lars checked into a cheap hotel near the airport. But this is where things took a dark turn. He started behaving strangely, telling his mother over the phone that he felt like someone was following him. He even sent her a chilling message. "What is this? I need to get out of here." Surveillance footage from the hotel showed him pacing back and forth, peering out of windows, and acting paranoid. On July 8, 2014, he arrived at Varna Airport, seemingly ready to return home. However, as he entered the airport, something terrifying happened. Suddenly, he dropped his bag and sprinted out of the building in full panic. Surveillance cameras captured him running past security, through a parking lot, and into a nearby forest. He was never seen again. Authorities launched a massive search operation, but no trace of Lars was ever found. His family traveled to Bulgaria, desperate for answers. Investigators reviewed the footage and spoke to witnesses, but nothing made sense. Why did he run? Who was he afraid of? Some theories suggested that he suffered a psychological breakdown due to a combination of his head injury and medication. Others believed he was being chased by someone. Despite several reported sightings in different countries, none could be confirmed. The case baffled experts, and to this day, no one knows what truly happened to Lars Mittink. Years passed, but Lars Mittink remained missing. His disappearance became one of the most famous and chilling mysteries on the internet. Many online investigators have tried to piece together what happened, but the truth remains unknown. His mother still hopes for answers, but the chances of finding him alive are slim. Was he suffering from paranoia? Was he running from an actual threat? Or did something supernatural happen in that forest? Until Lars is found, his case will remain one of the strangest unsolved disappearances in modern history. June and Jennifer Gibbons were twin sisters born in 1963 in Barbados, but raised in Wales, UK. They were inseparable, yet disturbingly isolated from the world. From an early age, they refused to speak to anyone except each other, developing their own secret language. Their eerie silence and synchronized behavior made them an enigma. Teachers, psychologists, and even their parents couldn't understand them. Despite their intelligence, they shut themselves off from society, sinking deeper into their own dark world. As teenagers, their bond became even more twisted. They started writing disturbing stories filled with crime and violence. Their fascination with destruction soon turned into real-life criminal behavior. In their late teens, they began committing arson and burglary, setting multiple buildings on fire just to feel alive. The twins later admitted that they wanted to create chaos and destruction because they felt trapped in their own existence. Their actions escalated until they finally crossed a line that led to their downfall. One fateful night in 1981, June and Jennifer set fire to the Pembrokeshire Technical College, watching as the flames devoured the building. They continued their spree, breaking into shops and attempting more arson attacks. Their reckless crimes finally caught the attention of authorities. When police arrested them, they remained eerily silent, showing no remorse or reaction. Investigators were disturbed by their behavior. Two girls, completely expressionless, standing side by side as if they were one entity. When questioned, they admitted everything in chilling monotones. But the most terrifying revelation was that they had made a pact. One of them must die for the other to truly live. Due to their psychological state, June and Jennifer were declared mentally unstable and sent to Broadmoor, a high-security psychiatric hospital. There, they remained silent, communicating only with each other. Psychiatrists were baffled. These were not ordinary criminals, but two minds trapped in an eerie, unbreakable bond. Over the years, Jennifer's health began deteriorating mysteriously. She was perfectly healthy, yet she grew weaker every day. She confided in June, whispering, "I'm going to die. You will live." And then, in 1993, Jennifer passed away under unexplained circumstances. No medical reason was found. She simply died. After Jennifer's death, something chilling happened. June started speaking normally for the first time in her life. It was as if Jennifer's death had freed her. She later described their relationship as a curse and admitted that one of them had to go for the other to survive. June was eventually released and went on to live a quiet life. But the case of the silent twins remains one of the strangest and most unsettling true crime stories ever recorded. Did Jennifer die naturally, or was it something far more sinister? The mystery lingers, forever unanswered. Aliza Lamb was a 21-year-old student from Vancouver, Canada, who loved to travel and share her experiences on her blog. She was known to have bipolar disorder, but managed it with medication. In early 2013, she decided to take a solo trip to California, where she booked a stay at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, a place notorious for its dark history, including murders and suicides. On January 26, 2013, Aliza arrived in Los Angeles and checked into the Cecil Hotel. She stayed in a shared room, but her roommates complained about her odd behavior, leading the hotel staff to move her to a private room. On January 31st, Aliza was seen for the last time in a bookstore near the hotel, where she appeared friendly and excited about her trip. That same day, she vanished without a trace. When Aliza failed to contact her family, they reported her missing. The police searched the hotel, but found nothing unusual. However, 2 weeks later, The case took a terrifying turn when the hotel released CCTV footage of Eliza in the elevator. The footage showed her acting strangely, pressing multiple buttons, peeking outside nervously, making erratic hand gestures, and seemingly talking to someone who wasn't there. Then, she disappeared from view. The real horror came on February 19th, when guests at the hotel complained about low water pressure and an odd taste in the tap water. A maintenance worker checked the rooftop water tank and made a horrifying discovery: Eliza's decomposing body floating inside. She was naked, her clothes were at the bottom of the tank, and there were no obvious signs of injury or foul play. The police were baffled by how Eliza got into the water tank. The rooftop was locked, the tank's heavy metal lid was difficult to move, and there were no signs of forced entry. Toxicology reports revealed that Eliza had taken her prescribed medications, but no drugs or alcohol were found in her system. The CCTV footage fueled theories that she was being chased by an unseen entity, possibly experiencing a psychotic episode or paranormal encounter. Some speculated she was murdered, but no evidence of struggle was found. Conspiracy theories emerged, linking her case to secret experiments, ghosts, or even a deadly tuberculosis outbreak in Los Angeles at the time, strangely named Lam Eliza. Despite extensive investigations, her death remained unexplained. After months of speculation, the coroner ruled Eliza's death as accidental drowning, attributing it to her bipolar disorder. However, many questions remained unanswered. How did she enter the tank without triggering alarms? Why was the lid closed? Why did she act so strangely in the elevator? To this day, Eliza Lam's death remains one of the most unsettling mysteries of the internet age. The Cecil Hotel, with its dark history, has since been associated with supernatural legends. Was it a case of mental illness, foul play, or something beyond human comprehension? The truth may never be known.